I'll just climb, because it's what I'm good at. What's up here? Aha! Yeah! Maybe. Yep. There's Mom telling me I'm not doing a good job again. I knew
One way
it!
to find out.
I knew it! What happened? Something opened up. Can I make it? Yes. Cool. That's good enough. Eh. Whoa! That was close.
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
No.
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back.
And see
To the
how...
time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. Be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
Actually sounds like a pretty nifty idea. So what happened? Did it like open up something else somewhere else? I literally didn't pay quite enough attention to that. Where's Mom? G signal. Where it is I'm supposed to be right now. Did it open up this? Actually, I think it did. Aha!
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain in its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the thread away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world.
And did that work out for you? I guess not.
But it never came to be.
Uh-huh.
We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
It's getting more and more desperate, I guess. Well, what did you try next? Tell me. Tell me. Whoa. Oh no, I'm ready for more secrets. I'm ready. There we go. Thank you.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past. But we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves, and know what was to come. First, we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same. So we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
Tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
Yeah.
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then... it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
So what, Juno's a bad spirit, or is an extremist, and we don't approve of her ways? And yeah, Lucy was a freaking Templar. Someone mentioned that in the comments of one of my videos. Because yeah, I wasn't going to do the... Why am I glitching through my backpack? Because I wasn't going to do the DLCs. So, yeah. Thankfully, someone let me know about that, so I understand. I comprehend what he's talking about. Oh, guess there's more going on here. Where's our next cutscene? Down or forward? There's a lot going down here. Let's go forward then. Or not. Okay. Wait. Oh, nope. Don't give up yet. Maybe that's a quick way down. We can just come back up the stairs. What's going on in here? Anything? Kind of. Sort of. Any more visions? I could go for some visions right now. Visions would be nice. Up, well. There's that. Another console. I guess we'll get that at a later time. Maybe this one will open up that other one. Oh, that's a long way to go, though. Alright, man, there's so much to this freaking place, though. It is very, very confuzzling. Let's see what's down the stairs, though. And then I'll head back. Alrighty, nothing yet. Probably leads to the same stuff. But I can hope and I can have dreams. But it might be something new. And nope. Oh well. This is probably the quickest way back to the beginning though, because I can just jump out of the window where that console was, more than likely. Oh. Anything going on right here? Nope. So yeah, I found the next console. And it goes right there, next power source. So I guess we'll just have to wait on that. Woohoo! Let's talk to people. Let's see if Rebecca's got any good drugs or something.
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
Yeah, by Mom.
We are being watched.
Or Juno.
By Juno.
Or someone
Or
else.
some version of her.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else?
Something else.
Is she talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
No clue. I mean, who knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Maybe.
That's mental. That means she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old. Oh, powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
They came down here looking for a way to survive. Maybe they found one.
Maybe. What else you got?
Was it weird seeing Cross?
What do you mean?
It's different for you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They
Brainwashed him?
did terrible things to him.
Brainwashed him.
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are. We have people who care about us, who look out for us. He was all alone, and the people he thought he could trust, they used him.
Did you know him?
No, but I knew Hannah.
His sister?
Who's that?
She tried to help him. She trusted him. But there was a raid about a year ago. She stayed behind so the others could escape. Tried to reason with him to see if she could fix things.
Well, what happened?
And she got stabbed.
What do you think happened? He killed her. That's what he does. That's all he knows how to do. Sometimes it seems like that's all any of us know how to do.
I haven't seen you
Rebecca.
kill anyone. Well, let's talk to dear old Dad.
Son, I owe you an apology.
Damn right you do.
I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences.
Hug him. Hug your dad.
Truce.
Yeah, sure, truce.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... How's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done.
Why is it a maybe when we're done? If we're done, then we're done, and we save the world, and everything's hunky-dory. What do you mean, when we're done, maybe? Should be a sure thing. Let's talk more
So
with you.
this is how it started.
Yeah, sure.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out, wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. But keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner gratis for decades now. But the colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the tables full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Now, when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently.
Well, glad that's friggin' settled. Now we can all go home and be more confused. Great. Well, I guess that's about it for now. Anything I care to talk about? So... like I was just slapping the computer. You slap that computer, Desmond. Slap it! Slap it! I want you to slap it. Knock it over. Slap it. Anyway. Alright, let's go back on the Animus. Back on our freaking very uncomfortable thing. Honestly, did they find this rock? Did they find it just shaped like this? Or did they like carve it out? Or like, is there really just a convenient rock right here? And can I get like a pillow or something? Cause seriously, it's not exactly comfortable sitting here. My butt is just so sore sitting on this rock formation. And they want me to get up and climb up a freaking skyscraper and jump off it. I got no lumbar support on this thing, man.
Good luck, Desmond.
Seriously, how do they even mount that
These are
device
troubled
onto the
times.
rocks? Up.
The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
Kana,
Ooh.
spare a moment.
Of course.
No longer a boy.
Have a
Wow.
look.
Whoa.
What is it?
Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Shao Zhong to...
Careful.
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Nice, got a new toy.
Ganondogo,
Yes, my friend.
what brings you here? Is the village all right?
Oh, is that the
For
one dude?
now,
What do you mean? What has happened?
men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson,
Where is Johnson now?
in Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Kana, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help.
He
What
can.
have you done?
When my people
You
go
gotta
to
pay
war,
for that.
a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Yeah, we'll make him see reason. Reason with a good old-fashioned stabbing. That tomahawk is cool. Oops. Yeah, what weapons do we have here? It's just these. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I'm glad, finally, Connor's all grown up now. Pretty sweet. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and settle some arguments the old-fashioned way. Good old-fashioned stabbing. But until next time, I hope you enjoyed so far, and have a good one.